Let's remember, 80 years ago, the world emerged from the highly devastating, criminal, chaos of World War II. The aftermath of that global conflict presented humanity with a critical juncture, a choice between continued strife and a collective pursuit of progress. Unfortunately, humanity took the former path, listening and following warmonger psychopaths, perpetuating conflicts, and squandering opportunities for cooperation. Let's explore how a different trajectory, one of wisdom, goodness, unity, and scientific collaboration, could have propelled us toward a brighter future, particularly in the realm of space exploration. The post-World War II landscape, the myth of preordained leadership. The prevailing myth suggests that the United States had no choice but to become the world's superpower after World War II. However, some historians and investigative reporters challenge this notion. They argue that the US consciously sought military dominance even before the war ended. Rather than a natural outcome, American leadership was a deliberate choice. There's a myth Americans tell themselves: after World War II, the United States had no choice but to be the world's superpower and preeminent military force. This idea was cemented by those several thousand, so-called Nazi scientists, who get moved here, and placed in key positions to move and shake, as they please, under the Paperclip Project. Think and be logical, now. No other countries were strong enough after years of fighting, and it was solely up to the US, by virtue of its position, to rebuild and reorder the world. Such a strategy, forged in the heat of battle, would help the US thwart totalitarian regimes, namely the Soviet Union, in later years while pursuing its own interests. After all, Nazi Germany was winning in Europe, and the US didn't want to live in a world full of brutal dictatorships. But the problem is the US hasn't shifted its strategy since, and it's backfired greatly. Instead of focusing on issues like climate change, pandemic disease, peace, harmony and prosperity, for example, the US has prioritized building and deploying a robust force that has made a plethora of imagined and unnecessary enemies. And despite some horrific outcomes, to name just a few, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, Iraq War, the US refused to rethink its game plan, even later, after the Cold War ended and as domestic appetite for control, conquer and adventurism dwindled. This decision shaped subsequent decades, influencing global politics, security strategies, and resource allocation. Missed opportunities. Vietnam and the Cold War. The Vietnam War, which began in the 1950s, consumed immense resources and lives. Had we prioritized diplomacy and cooperation over military intervention, we might have avoided this protracted conflict. Instead, we perpetuated hostilities, diverting attention from pressing global challenges. Ukraine and geopolitical, created tensions. Fast forward to recent history. The annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014 escalated tensions between major powers. Imagine if, instead of saber-rattling, we had collaborated to address regional disputes. Perhaps we could have focused on shared goals, like space exploration. The vision of space exploration, a unified effort. Imagine a world where nations pooled their scientific expertise, technological prowess, and financial resources to explore the cosmos. Instead of competing for dominance, they collaborated on ambitious space missions. Here's how it might have unfolded: shared space agencies, rather than fragmented national space agencies. We could have established a unified global space organization. Imagine NASA, ESA, Roscosmos, CNSA, and ISRO working together seamlessly, sharing knowledge and launching joint missions. Space probes everywhere. With a collective effort, we could have deployed many, thousands of sophisticated space probes. These probes would explore distant planets, moons and asteroids, unraveling cosmic mysteries. Each probe would carry the hopes and dreams of humanity. Interstellar exploration. Our probes wouldn't stop at our solar system. They'd venture beyond, seeking signs of life, studying exoplanets, and transmitting data back to Earth. we'd be on the brink of interstellar travel, united in our quest for knowledge. The cost of militarization, unfortunately, our obsession with military superiority diverted resources from space exploration. The trillions spent on arms races, wars, and defense could have fueled scientific breakthroughs. Imagine redirecting those funds toward propulsion technologies, life support systems, and interplanetary communication. Conclusion: in an alternate reality, we heeded the wisdom of scientists, philosophers, and visionaries. We chose unity over division, curiosity over fear. Today, our skies would be dotted with probes, and our knowledge of the universe vastly expanded. But it's not too late. Let's learn from our missed opportunities, recalibrate our priorities, and embark on a new era of collaborative space exploration. The stars await our collective endeavor. Here I am presenting you a speculative reflection, urging us to consider what might have been a call to action for a more enlightened future. I've woven together historical context, missed opportunities, and a vision for space exploration. While this reality remains elusive, let's hope that our future choices align with wisdom and cooperation. Because, strength comes in many forms and true courage lies in protecting, not destroying. Being a real good nation is about character, not violence. It's about using our strength, abilities and resources, to make the world a better place. Always remember, a Christian nation that spends more on wars, killing machines and military-industrial complexes than on prosperity and harmony is doing the Antichrist plan. Please, tell me what you think, and how you feel about this issue. Analyze it, brainstorm it, and debate it. Thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and God bless you.